coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that will be a touchback. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Looking to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. That catch good for 5. It's third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Robinson. A gain of 6 there on first. Well, this defense for the Colts, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
right back to him on first down. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Lewis.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. But down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the...
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes the score 7-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And they go play action with Unitas. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. They'll run on first down. Dickerson. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9. Now Unitas to throw. To the right side, and he's got more complete. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
I know that play went for no yardage, all right? But I like the attempt because the fullback position, whether it's a fullback, a tight end, an H-back, whoever you want in that spot, not known as a primary pass catcher. So sometimes the element of surprise works in your favor. But on that play, give credit to the defensive guys.
Here's Unitas looking to throw it. Dancing, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Colts send out their punter. Back deep is DJ Chark. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Covered a lot of ground there, 81 yards on the punt return. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
14, Colts nothing. Josh Lambeau, the kickoff for Jacksonville.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Now it's Unitas. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Unitas. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And, Charles, this defense, they know that they've got their work cut out for them. Here's a quarterback coming off a game in which he threw 4 touchdowns. And they've watched the tape all week. They've seen it, but what can they do differently?
I think they've got to approach it like a pitcher facing a really hot batter. Get him uncomfortable in the box. Change speeds, change locations, change the pitches you throw at him. So show different coverages, blitz sometimes, drop back other times. Just don't let him get comfortable or let him get into rhythm.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Unitas will throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Pick your
Unitas. He's going to air one out. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And you think on third down, they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they called the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
No problem there on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here comes Nelson. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. 5-3 their record at the halfway point, and you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple things working against them. And number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw here. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Second and 1. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith.
Let's go. Complete to number 82. A gain of 7. First down, Jaguars.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. They run the counter now on 1st down. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. They'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Back to throw here. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Going to give this time to the tailback. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll drop the throw. Touchdown, Jaguars! A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Lambeau to add on the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Jaguars 21, Colts 7. Joshua with the kickoff for Jacksonville.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. On 1st and 10, Unitas. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
when you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Unitas. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Unitas. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
That's how we do it.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. The Colts send out their punter. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic.
On first down, it's Unitas. Looking deep for Hilton. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And the final clocking on the next-gen stats there. How about this? 22.1 miles per hour. Wow.
And it's been a Terry now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
6 yards left on second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to have a Jags first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. And some space here. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. And to give this time to the tailback. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal, And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Rolling to, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Second and 21, a lot of ground to cover. He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football. Knowing full well, he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
And Lambeau will put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. But that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Colts 14. Josh Allen, kickoff for Jacksonville.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They're going to look to throw. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there for Indy.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
And they'll throw on first down with Unitas. And that's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Here's second and 10. They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. This is caught by Hilton. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now Unitas to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Colts are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. The extra point up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They go play action here on first down. He'll check this one down to Taylor. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1 at the 34-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up now on second and a yard. Back to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Jaguars on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll set up a throw. It's caught on the right side at Smith. Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up 4th down. Pushing his way through. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Boy, that was a big gamble for them right there. They went for it on 4th down, showed a little chutzpah because they did it with the lead here in the 4th quarter. And this defense is once again unable to stop them.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Darius Leonard, the all-pro, in on the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 94 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He finds Taylor, complete, and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first, it's good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now they try the right side here. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8, and he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. The kick by Lambeau is good, and that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
He's going to let it fly. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown!
Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let him crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here comes Nelson.
Let's go.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Taylor's got the first down and more. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6. Now we give to Taylor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. On the handoff, Taylor.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
On second down, it's Taylor.
And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage. And time is going to expire in this football game. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, you know, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for the Jaguars, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff.
Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. continue ahead to